Could a single piece of land be the root of a conflict that has spanned over 7 decades, causing untold suffering and loss? Welcome to the complex and deeply entrenched issue of the Israel-Palestine conflict. In the beginning, in the late 19th century, the land that is now Israel was inhabited by a majority Arab population. The Zionist movement, which sought to establish a homeland for Jews, began to gain traction during this period. Theodor Herzl, the father of modern political Zionism, envisioned this homeland in response to the widespread persecution of Jews. This vision sowed the seeds of the conflict we see today. Fast forward to the early 20th century. The World War I ended, and Britain took control of Palestine. During this time, the Balfour Declaration was issued, expressing Britain's support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. However, the declaration also stated that nothing should prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine. This dual promise created tensions between the Jewish immigrants and the Arab Palestinians. The conflict escalated after World War II when the horrors of the Holocaust led to increased Jewish immigration to Palestine. The United Nations in 1947 proposed a partition plan to divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem under international control. The Jewish leadership accepted this plan, but it was rejected by the Arab leaders. This rejection led to the First Arab-Israeli War in 1948, also known as the War of Independence in Israel, or the Nakba, meaning catastrophe in Palestine. By the end of this war, Israel controlled most of the territory previously allocated to the proposed Arab state. In the subsequent years, the conflict has continued with several wars, 2 Palestinian uprisings known as intifadas, peace processes, and ongoing disputes over land and resources. The issues of Israeli settlements in the West Bank, the status of Jerusalem, the rights of Palestinian refugees, and security concerns continue to fuel the conflict. In summary, the Israel-Palestine conflict is a deeply rooted issue with historical, political, and religious dimensions. It started with the Zionist movement's desire for a Jewish homeland, exacerbated by British control of Palestine and the Balfour Declaration. The conflict intensified with the UN Partition Plan, the subsequent Arab-Israeli War, and the ongoing disputes over land and resources. Understanding the history of this conflict is crucial to comprehending its present state and the complexities involved in finding a resolution. This conflict is not just about a piece of land. It's about identity, survival, and the struggle for self-determination. It's a testament to the tragic consequences of failing to reconcile competing national aspirations in a shared homeland. The Israel-Palestine conflict is a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the urgent need for peace. It's a complex issue that requires a nuanced understanding and a commitment to dialogue and mutual respect. It's a story of 2 peoples, both with legitimate claims and deep-seated fears, caught in a cycle of conflict. It's a story that continues to unfold with no end in sight yet.